for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. That first carry here for Joe Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to Mixon on 1st down. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Second and 10 now, Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or 2 deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front, and it may be climbing to the 2nd level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the 2nd level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Making those linemen work with a couple of blocks and look good doing it there. Well, that's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. Here's Haskins to throw. He'll buy some time right. It's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. They run with Connor. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Right back to Connor here on first. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
At the 3-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Gain of 3. It's now 4th down and less than a yard.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Sliding out of the... And he's in! Touchdown, Steelers! Dwayne Haskins taking it in. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and trying to get into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
We 32-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 more there and another first down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yep, the lanes are there. Go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
He was brought down by Patrick Peterson. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Bengals 0.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, 27 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. Bullet good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The
Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Intercepted.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But Bob.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Do it!
Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And that's his 2nd touchdown run of this game. And this one, and a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
At their own 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Haskins to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
Now Haskins Haskins, 3rd and long, escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation, run it and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Rolling to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 33 as we ironically approach 3:33 remaining in the quarter. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Haskins. Flushed out right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And that's good for a 1st down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. Throwing again, here's Haskins. They'll run, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Geno Atkins, never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
2nd down.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They go play action now. Haskins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got room. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron, 38 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Joe Mixon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This time Haskins will look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. They'll indeed go for it with Haskins. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This is Mixon, shedding the tackle. Maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. T. Higgins, as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Bengals 21, Steelers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. from the 27. Haskins buying time to his left. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. On first down, counter plowing ahead for about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Haskins will throw. Rolling to his right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. To the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's up and good. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Right now, let's run, baby.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Burrow will throw. He finds P-Ryan out of the backfield. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
38-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Let's go!
From 10 yards out, and the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
I I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Margus Hunt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's third down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. On 1st and 10 is Connor. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Again, a run with Connor. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Steelers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Haskins. Screen pass to Connor. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game.
The week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Mixon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here.
Bengals.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Mixon trying to punch it in. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. A toss left, Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Bengals 38. Steelers 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need, yet again, Haskins is intercepted, third time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And now they will throw it with Burrow. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Bengals 45, Steelers 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. That'll bring up second down. To throw again. Haskins, he'll buy some time right. And he rifles one incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play action. Haskins sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
What is the deal? That's just crap.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the run, it's Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs and that